What do we know?
Well, the civil guard, the gendarmerie of Tenerife, that's been taking the lead in this investigation since it started 4 weeks ago today, have said now in a statement delivered via Reuters that they have found a lifeless body of a young man in the Masca area. Now, Masca is the village where Jay Slater is reported to have travelled to on June the 16th, the Sunday evening before he went missing after that NRG festival in the south of the island. They said that all indications indicate that it could be the young British man who went missing for 29 days. So no official confirmation on the identity of this body that they have found in the northwest area of Tenerife, in the Rural de Teno National Park, where, of course, the significant search operation was launched almost 4 weeks ago, because the day after the missing persons report was made, we did see those search and rescue teams deployed. Now, that original search and rescue operation lasted for 2 weeks. Now, on Saturday, the 29th of June, they had that significant final push operation, as it was termed, that call for volunteers. But since then, there has been no official searching. The investigation continued, but they canned their main specialist mountaineering operation effort in the northwest of the island. They said that they were keeping their eyes and ears open to other leads involved. So this is the first significant update since that period 2 weeks ago when they pulled off the official search.
Charlie, when this story first broke, it was shocking, and we covered it day after day after day. There were teams out scouring that very rocky, mountainous landscape. And then the teams seemed to suggest that they lowered the intensity of the search in the countryside and perhaps suggested, at least, they were looking at other leads in the towns, in the urban conurbations of the island. But perhaps they were on the right track in the first place.
Yeah, and the suggestion that was being made at the time as to why they had pulled off that search is because they had done everything possible in the area. Now, unlike what you might have found during British search and rescue operations for missing persons, the civil guard in Tenerife were very limited in their press updates. They never held a press conference. Information we got was through snippets gathered by journalists on the ground, and also just purely from watching them in their actions.
Now, Charlie, we're just hearing reports that the Spanish police are saying that Jay Slater could have suffered an accident or a fall. Now, at this stage, we don't know 100% whether these human remains belong to Jay Slater, the missing teenager. The police saying all indications point to the fact that it is, but we await that confirmation. Presumably, they'll have to do a DNA test.
Yeah, that'll be the next stage to determine the identity of the remains they found. And referring to that fall or the potential of an accident taking place leading to the recovery of these remains, in the statement they do refer to an inaccessible area. And Tom, that points back to the terrain that you raised. So many of the operations that we saw at the start of the search were with drones, not with people, because a lot of the terrain they were seeking to cover, the ground they wanted to investigate, was inaccessible by foot. And it is a rocky area. It's not like some of the search operations we saw 2 months ago in Simi, on that Greek island near the coast of Turkey, which was, more undulating. This is significantly more treacherous terrain, and going off the path, as he reportedly did, Jay Slater, according to friends who took phone calls from him, as indeed the location on his phone seemed to indicate, did bring a significant degree of danger. So we did see those specialist teams brought in, not only from the island, but also from Madrid. They got reinforced in the second week of the search from specialist groups, drones, helicopters, and sniffer dogs. And we also saw them moving into the valley in that second week of the search, into potential caves and any other area where those remains could have been located today. Have been found potentially of the young British man Jay Slater, who went missing 4 weeks ago today.